Hey y'all. Well, I just found the first rose of the season. And this is off of the little yellow rose of Texas bush that Hugh says has been here on this family farm for well over 100 years. One of his uncles gives it a much longer ago starting date than that. It is chilly today. I mean, as in probably in the 50s, but we are only on, I think, the 3rd day of May, 2nd day of May, somewhere in there. Chelsea's little peonies are doing really well. They've got to go up into a bigger pot soon because Chelsea's a button pusher and she pulls everything out of the pots to check the root system. So she pulled one out the other day and it is getting plenty of roots. And you can see that the grapes are doing really well. So we had a lot of them root, and that's going to be lovely. The willow have rooted, and a whole lot of the elderberry have rooted. Over here in this very weedy flower bed, I planted the pumpkin seed. We had tried out some pumpkin about a month ago just to see if our seed were viable. They were seed from last year that we saved from one of our pumpkins. And you can see not only are they viable, but oops, I popped his little, I hope I didn't hurt him. I popped his little flower off before it was ready to fall off. But yeah, lots and lots of blooms still down in there, and a fruit already making itself known, and lots of mint. There's a ton of mint in here, and a cardoon from a long while ago, and that I can't remember the name of it, but it's beautiful when it starts blooming. Has a very, very pretty kind of spiky pink bloom. You can see how windy it is. It's just really breezy. We had a little bit of a quick storm the other day, or earlier in the afternoon. Listen to me, I'm lost in the day. So I went ahead and closed up my hardening off tables. Looks like I need to come and tighten one side of them down a little bit better. And I am heading over here to unplug the greenhouse. And of course I will probably bore you guys to death because I'll be showing you the Lizanths in this greenhouse every few days. They're growing nicely now, finally. Hey girls. I don't know what they're doing laying over there. Look at Chelsea's rhododendron down there. One whole end of them, you can see this upper end, there's a dead section that he was going to go in there and cut down. But they have been there for probably about 50 years. So they're getting a little older. I don't know if it's from the age or if it's just something damaged it. But I love, 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 love that row of rhododendron. The baby ducks are all still here. There was 9 of them still this morning. So Mama is managing to protect them and keep them safe. Look, over there comes some more ducks. They are just everywhere. And there's no telling how many baby ducks are wandering this farm. Unfortunately, if they're not inside the bird lot, then they're not very well protected. Let's go up here first and turn this fan off. It's noisy. can see there's whole little sections that are finally beginning to grow tall. Whole little sections now. But the ones that were small when we first set them are also beginning to get large. So there's very few sections in here now that are actually small. You can see a great deal of this little section here is kind of tall. But there's really only two little sections. This one right here, and this one down here, that's still fairly small. But they are as big as the large guys were when we first set them out in here. And that over there, guys, that's just weeds. That's what was in this compost. And we just haven't done anything about cleaning that side out yet. I keep these two beds cleaned as I come in here to either start or turn off the fan. I usually go up one side or the other, and I pull out the largest leaves, the largest weeds. So they are not clean by any stretch of the imagination, but they're clean enough. So yay. Look down there at that end. They're really getting large. I think we're going to have a nice stand of Lizanths this year. Yay! We'll go over here and see if we can catch sight of the babies. And the mama peahen is still sitting on the nest. So we are actually only about a week and a half now away from seeing if those little eggs were viable. But she has been a trooper. There they are, look. All nine of them. All nine of them are there. There's Mama. I can't wait till we can release them. You can see that particular mama, that particular white one, she just paces back and forth, just wanting out of there. And I feel so very badly for her. It's not okay. But if we release them before they have imprinted, there's a good chance that they will not stay. Silly birds everywhere. Let's go around and see if we can catch sight through the opening. If I have the window open, I'm not sure the window's still open. And I've got to take all the plastic down because we are obviously in spring, summer. It went basically, except for today, it's a little chilly today. It went basically from winter to summer. We had very little spring. Yep. Oops. Watch where you're going, Patty. She is very diligent, and she is not going to move off of those eggs. And I know that we've read information that says, you know, if you raise peafowl chicks, that you need to build a platform, keep them on a platform, keep their feet up off the ground. But our peahen house, our peafowl house, is pretty much dry, and we have wood chips. We're getting ready to put some more wood chips in there in a day or two, but their little feet should stay dry. I guess there's some kind of a really significant disease they can get through their feet. But anyway, it's another learning curve, but we're certainly planning on making certain that the babies have everything they need to be healthy. I tell you what, y'all, I'm going to head inside because it's chilly. It is chilly. I think we're supposed to get another thunderstorm this afternoon. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama. We've been gathering up just mess from everywhere, trying to make this this little driveway area. Most of these I collected from across the road in that flower bed. We had piled them up at the end of the rows, and Hugh brought the tractor over yesterday, and we piled them in the bucket, and he just brought them over and dumped them out. But eventually I can see that that's not good. He's brought up two of my little concrete blocks over here. Those are going to get repurposed. I have a purpose for those. Hi, Mama. But there's not a shortage of rock on this little farm. Hi, darling. She's a young mama. Well, she's never been a mama yet. She's a young little heifer. Only about 2 years old. And Sunday, tomorrow, I guess that's tomorrow, Sean is going to bring the bull over, and all four of our mamas will hopefully be having calves. Let me see, what is this? April, May? Well, anyway, late next winter. I think their gestation time is 9 months or 10 months. I'm not certain. But we shall have babies next year, early in the year. By around February, March, I think. February. All right, y'all. Let's go inside, get warm. I gotta clean up the dishes. He's really good about trying to help in the kitchen. He cooks more than I do because I don't like to cook. But he's a messy cook. That's okay. I told him, I said, if you'll cook, I'll clean, because I'd rather clean than cook. So he cooks, and it takes me a little while to clean up after him. All right, y'all. I hope the rest of your weekend is beautiful. It is beautiful here, just in its own little unique, windy way. And I shall talk to y'all later. Love you much. Bye-bye.